Then in the 1960s and 70s, contingency theories began to dominate the literature. These approaches take the followers and the situation into consideration. That is, these theories say effective leadership is contingent on situational factors. All four of the examples that you see here highlight some aspect of the situation that we ought to consider when thinking about effective leadership. Percy and Blanchard's situational leadership theory says leaders are effective when they select the right style. And the right style is contingent on the level of the follower's readiness. Here, the term readiness refers to an individual's commitment and motivation to do the job and to their competency and ability to do the job. The situational leadership theory suggests leaders have to change their style to match the follower's needs. A leader can choose between one of four behaviors: directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. Here we have a visual of the situational leadership theory. You can see that the four styles are organized across two dimensions: directive behavior and supportive behavior. Look at the pink circle and the pink rectangle. When followers are committed but incompetent, such as maybe a new employee, leaders should direct them and give clear and specific instructions. Now look at the green shapes. When followers are neither committed or able to do the job, leaders should use both task and relationship behaviors, called coaching in this model. And the orange shapes tell us that followers who are unwilling but able to do the job, with these types of followers, leaders should use more supporting behaviors. The idea is they can do the job, but maybe they're not motivated because they've been at the company for a while or they're bored in their current role. So with these individuals, leaders need to be encouraging, optimistic, and supportive. Finally, check out the blue shapes. If followers are able to do the job and they're motivated to do the job, this particular model suggests that leaders really don't need to do much. They should use low levels of task and relationship behaviors because the follower knows what they're doing and has probably been doing this job for quite some time, doesn't need a leader standing over their shoulder or giving them high fives. This model is all about adapting to the situation being the followers. One of the most respected approaches to leadership is the path goal theory, which was developed by an individual by the name of Robert House. The term path goal comes from the belief that effective leaders clarify the path to help their followers achieve goals. Clear the path to the goal. Here we have a summary of the predictions that this theory makes. I wanted to show it to you because this is one of the more prescriptive approaches to leadership, meaning it tells us, it prescribes a specific type of leadership for a specific type of situation. Read it from left to right, starting with the leadership behavior. Directive leadership provides guidance and structure and is usually suitable for followers who are authoritarian and for tasks that are ambiguous or complex. Supportive leadership, on the other hand, provides nurturance and concern for followers' well-being. So it's usually suitable for followers who have a high need for affiliation and tasks that are repetitive or strenuous. The final contingency theory I wanted to cover in this lecture is the leader participation model. It was developed by Victor Vroom and Philip Yetten and has been adapted over the years. It basically says that the way a leader makes decisions is as important as the decision itself. They involve followers in the decision-making process to varying degrees. In some situations, the leader decides what to do and doesn't really involve the followers at all. In other situations, the leader consults individual group members and then combines the information gained to make the decision. The leader can also consult the group as a whole instead of individually, or the leader can facilitate a group discussion but let the group make the final decision. Finally, the leader can delegate the decision entirely to the group and allow them to make it alone without interference from the leader. What makes this model so unique is its emphasis on participative leadership. Let me show you how to use it. The first thing you do is answer these 7 yes/no questions to diagnose the situation. As you can see, the questions gather information about the importance of decision quality and team commitment, whether you have enough information to make a decision on your own, the task structure, whether the team would support you if you made the decision on your own, whether the group shares the organization's goals, and whether team conflict is likely. Your answers help determine which level of participation is best. Using your yes/no answers to these 7 diagnostic questions, you then trace the web to find the level of participation recommended by the model. Imagine your team needs to make a reservation for lunch, but many of the team members have dietary restrictions. Is the decision quality important? Not necessarily. In this situation, in the grand scheme of things, where to have lunch is not all that important. And if you pick the wrong place, if the quality of the decision is bad, it's not going to be that big of a deal, assuming no one eats something they're allergic to. Is team commitment important? Well, everyone has to pay for their own lunch. So yes, in a sense, we would probably want to pick a place that everyone is committed to. No, you don't have enough information to make the decision alone. That's your answer to the third question. No, yes, no brings us to delegate to the group and give them sole power to make the decision of where to eat for lunch. Of course, this model can be used for more important questions. Try it out with a decision your team or work group is struggling with right now and see if the result makes sense to you.